Yo, welcome, welcome for everybody who might be listening in. Look who's on the screen with us. It's Lee Herring, and we are so excited to have Lee join Jolene and I this month. We know that most of you listen to the recording. We don't get a lot of you on live these days, and so that's okay. We're just glad that you love to watch the recordings and get all the goodness you can out of these messages. But Jolene and I have been doing these master classes for a year or so now, and Lee has been loving doTERRA, using doTERRA, and enjoying doTERRA with me for almost the whole 10 years that I have been involved with doTERRA. And Lee is someone that works out of her home and she takes good care of herself with natural solutions. And when I was thinking about a class this year that we could share how to best take care of ourselves, I thought of Lee. And I know we haven't done this. I don't think we've done this that I can think of, had a guest speaker come in and just share with us what they use and what works for them. And I just thought Lee would be the perfect person for this. So Lee lives here in Texas with me. She's in Pflugerville, not too far away. She lives with her daughter. She's got a son who also has three beautiful grandsons. And how's Bella doing these days? I haven't asked about Bella.
Bella's doing really well. She's a little gimpy on her left leg now, but we're not going to go the surgery route yet.
Okay.
They
Okay.
told me when I did the surgery last year on her right leg that that might happen. So
Ah,
but we're
okay.
just she does PT. We do PT every day.
Oh, you're the best doggy mama ever. And when Lee would do classes with me for many years, she was always our pet go-to. So if you have any questions about using oils, maybe with your dogs or maybe even other pets, Lee might have some ideas for you too. So she's awesome and wonderful, and we're so glad that you're here, Lee. And so as I thought about an outline for this class, I thought, can I turn it over to you and you just kind of share some of the things that you love to use with doTERRA, and then it's probably going to prompt me to ask other questions and share with you some of the things that work maybe for me. Jolene can jump in with what works for her, and then we'll just kind of see where it goes from there.
That sounds good. How long do you want
We're
me to
we're
go?
going to shoot for 20 minutes to 30 minutes, but if we go shorter or longer, it doesn't matter.
Can I share my screen?
Oh, let's see if I need to give permission. Try saying share and let's see if it pops up for Jolene or for me.
Sharing is not turned on. You can request sharing.
Yeah, just say send the
Request.
request.
Says
Look at
multiple.
you having things to share on a screen. I am impressed, as always.
Okay, if it's all still here, I'm going to go to my order confirmation page. So let me come back to you guys.
Part of the reason we invited Lee while she's working that out to do this is because Lee has maybe slowed down on the business end of doTERRA, teaching classes, that kind of thing, but she uses the product and loves the product like no other. And and I thought to myself, she is just like me. She uses it every day. Let's see if she can share what she loves
Can you
about it.
see my
Yes.
subscription order?
Yep, we see it.
Okay, that's what I wanted to go to. So everybody can see the things that I order. Now this PB Restore is up here at the top because I just added it back in.
Yep.
So I do my Lifelong Vitality Pack, and along with that, I get my Terrazyme, my Deep Blue Polyphenols, and my MetaPower Advantage.
Nice.
Because that's the cheapest way to get those things.
Yep.
So those are my go-tos right there. I have lots of other things that are in here, but if I were to leave some things out, it would not be these. And that would also include the PB Restore. I will
Okay.
always use those. Excuse me, I'm really dry.
I have noticed when I don't use the probiotic, I have stomach bloating or issues. It's just the probiotic is the best on the planet. It is.
Really, really good. It is, I, the regular PB Assist
Yep,
was nowhere near as good as this PB
I
Restore.
agree.
Oh, I see Jana Lee. Hi, Jana
Oh,
Lee.
yay, Jenna Lee got on.
The PB Restore is so much better. It's so much, to me, it's easier on my gut
Mhm,
than the PB Assist was.
I agree.
Now, I also have, I have the pips pulled up for the Lifelong Vitality Pack because
Okay.
I cannot live without that. And I just wanted to go over some of the things that, I don't know if I can go find it. Some of the things that, pull it up, that's probably what I need to do.
We got a handful of things that are temporarily unavailable right now, and it is not.
Yeah, there are, and that's one that I used to is that bone nutrient, and it's
Yep,
not in there.
me too. And Terrazyme is temporarily unavailable right now, and that's like
But you know,
lifeline for a lot of people.
it did come in my order.
Oh, you're lucky.
So I'm not sure if it was because um it's in my
In your cart.
subscription already in my cart.
Yep.
That's what I'm thinking. Let's see. Let me see. Bottom. Well, if I can't find the thing, then what I will do is go here. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. Back to this. I'm sorry, I'm not doing very well here.
That's okay. You're showing people how to get around the doTERRA.com page.
There we go. So
Yay.
there's the VMG, which
Mhm.
is the new product.
Yep. And I wanted to say you've stuck with LLB. So has John Levitt. A handful of people say that works better for them than BMG.
It seems to work better for me.
Okay.
And even though Lifelong Vitality Pack seems to work for me, my husband, oh my goodness, he loves the VMG.
Okay.
Loves-
Good.
Yeah. And how does it help him, Janalee?
It's helped him lose weight. It doesn't.
Uh-huh.
It makes so that he doesn't feel as hungry.
Wow. Excellent.
Yeah.
It's good for the gut.
He companions it with, of course, the omega,
Yes.
and he also uses the collagen with it. So
Yep.
that combination.
Right.
He
Well,
doesn't feel as
so
hungry.
he's doing the advantage.
Yeah. Oh, huh?
He's doing the advantage.
Not as often for him. Me,
Okay.
I take the advantage more than he does.
Yeah. Everybody can do what feels right for them.
Oh, isn't that the collagen? The advantage? Yeah,
Yes.
that is what he's doing. I do the MetaPower Assist more than he does.
Okay. Yeah.
But yeah, advantage. That is
I
what he does.
find I have a problem with the oil, the MetaPower oil, which of course is in all the products.
Yeah.
And so kind of what I think is I just get too much of it if I do the soft gels or the oil or the assist along with the advantage. And I
Oh.
feel like the advantage gives me the best
Perfect.
of everything that I need. So that's why I use that.
Nine marine collagens in that.
Yes.
So
Yep.
It's incredible. And all the other things that are in there.
I know so much more.
Yeah.
so
So
much more.
the VMZ provides 22 essential vitamins and minerals, and those support our normal cell growth, the function and maintenance that our cells need. And here's probably a reason that it helps him to lose weight. It supports a healthy metabolism and cellular energy. So, if our metabolism is going right, then it's easier for us to lose weight. It fights free radicals, and as we get older, we really need to be fighting free radicals. It's got antioxidant vitamins A, C, and E, and antioxidants they help relieve inflammation. And so, again, if you can't afford all the things that you want to get, from doTERRA, do this or the VMG.
Yeah.
Again, it supports bone health, healthy immune function, healthy digestion, provides systemic vitality and wellness benefits. And those are associated, it says, with optimal essential nutrient intake. And Christine and I have been just really working on our diets this year. And we have gotten to the point where there's no junk food in the house. Occasionally we'll get something out. But we're really careful about what we do get, eating a lot of veggies. We are in a CSA. Does everybody know what a CSA is? It's community supported agriculture. So you pay a fee, it supports the farm where you're getting your produce from. And once a week, we go pick up a bag that they have filled with this magnificent produce straight from the farm.
Wonderful.
Yeah, and it's great. We have our veggie drawer is full of carrots, full of greens, beautiful leaf, beautiful kale, beautiful red leaf lettuce and romaine that we got this past week. We try and finish it all up in a week because then we're going to go back and get more.
Yeah.
Even though we do those things, though, we're very health conscious about what we eat because of the conditions of the soils in the US and the nutrients because plants get their nutrients from soil, which of course also means animals get their nutrients from that soil. So if you eat meat, if you eat eggs, those animals are getting nutrients from the soil that they are getting plants from or grubs from, whatever the chickens are eating. And our soil's in bad shape, so we don't get the nutrients that we need. So that's why it's so vitally important to take something like Microplex VMZ. And I just checked when Shalene asked me to do this. I thought, okay, I'm just going to go check again and see what's out there that you can get and how much it costs. Okay, so it cost me for the Microplex VMZ, the Alpha CRS, and the E Omega Plus, it cost me $88 for that. For $88, I can get half of what Microplex VMZ provides.
Oh,
So it's really is the best on the market.
it is.
Sometimes you think it's expensive, but that is not expensive, believe me.
And you're not even counting in that when we order monthly, doTERRA
Right.
kicks us back
Exactly.
20% of the product value. So
Back. Yeah. So has an energy complex of B vitamins. I do take, right now I'm taking a B12 on top of this, a sublingual one, because they say that works best, because if you let it melt on your tongue, it's getting right in there immediately, right?
Yeah.
Sort of into your bloodstream. So you let it melt on your tongue and then swallow the little bit that's left. And that's because I'm having an issue with fatigue. And that's one of the things that helps us with fatigue. Iron can help you, B12 can help you.
nice.
Contains minerals too, chelated minerals that we need. And the whole food botanical blend, I love. Kale, dandelion, parsley, kelp, broccoli, Brussels sprouts, cabbage and spinach, all these wonderful greens and cruciferous vegetables that are so good for us. You get that every day, just taking this. It has a digestive enzyme blend, and these are all amino acids that you're seeing on here: protease, lactase, lipase, amylase. All of those are amino acids that help us to get the best out of these vitamins and minerals that are in there. Has the tummy tamer digestive blend, peppermint, ginger, caraway seed oils, and that helps. Sometimes it's hard to take this. If you don't take it with food, some people really have a hard time taking it. So that really helps, having that tummy tamer blend in there. And it's free of sodium lauryl sulfate, which is not good for us. It's in vegetable capsules. So what you're getting it in is good as well.
Yeah.
Let me go. I'm going to go to the E omegas. Show up.
Now, this is new since
Yes.
you've really been in our world, Lee, and I tell you, when we got to hear this introduced, they had I think he must have been 76 years old. He was sitting on the stage saying he spent his life, he wasn't a doTERRA guy. He spent his life studying omegas and coming up with the best thing. And he said, I've been here for 3 days. And they were just interviewing this man who had spent his life doing it. I've been here for 3 days. I've learned more in 3 days. This is the best product I've ever seen. Like, he was hilarious on stage.
That's great.
But it just made me go, wow. You take somebody who really knows their stuff and spent their life with omegas. And even he was blown away with this new product.
Well, the only thing I don't like about it is how big it is.
Yeah, yeah.
And I don't take it all in the morning. I take it 3 times a day because it's so big.
Yep. And do you know what, Lee? We have actually taught people they can break it open and chew it. It tastes. Girl. Do you have one? We get to see you do it. No joke.
Hang on.
No joke, Lee. So I love doing this with people for the very first time, because if you haven't tried this, doTERRA has made themselves quite amazing by putting wild orange into this E Omega. I thought it was just for the taste, but recently I saw an interview by Dr. DeBell, who said, well, I'm not sure he's doctor yet, but he's really close. But yes. Alex DeBell said it was not put into this product for the taste. It was put in there for the benefits.
For the benefit of the oil.
Yeah. And how it helps it be more bioavailable to our body. Do it like a gummy. Yep. And you're going to be expecting a fish oil.
Not bad.
Not bad, huh?
So, Lee, I also take a pair of kitchen scissors and I snip the end of it and I put it in my greens. Because I take 5 of them a day because it's oils that I need for other stuff.
Yeah.
And I just open it up. So in my greens is my Advantage and my fish oil.
Oh.
And I just drink the whole thing and it's so yummy.
Smoothie, that's what you do in your smoothie.
Mm-hmm.
No, just in my greens.
Just in your greens.
VMG, yeah.
VMG. Mm-hmm.
But not bad, huh?
Easy.
So if you think you're going to burp up fish oil with this one, there's no burping up. Yeah.
I did notice it doesn't have the smell the other one had.
Yeah. I agree.
So we can see here, EPA and DHA omega-3 fatty acids may reduce the risk of coronary heart disease, which my daughter has just been diagnosed with.
Oh, wow.
45. She has, it's crazy. They were worried about her cholesterol, so I said, start using lemongrass. So she was putting lemongrass on the bottoms of her feet 3 times a day. Well, unfortunately, what's happened, and I'm not sure if it's the lemongrass or what, but her HDL cholesterol is really low. Her LDL is low too, but her HDL is really low. So she has a doctor's appointment Thursday. So we're going to see what happens, what the doctor says there. They're probably going to send her back to the cardiologist because of that. But she doesn't take this, so I'll start telling her.
This is a good one.
Yeah. So it helps you have a healthy lipid profile in a normal range, which is part of your cholesterol panel too. If you get a cholesterol panel, you'll see you have triglycerides and lipids that are in there. It can help. Yes?
I was just going to put a plug in for lemongrass because it does help with my husband's pain, like arthritis, but it does help people with high cholesterol. So if her cholesterol is fine and then it made it lower, that might have been it because it.
Yeah, I'm wondering if it lowered both of them. That's what I'm wondering.
Yeah, maybe.
It helps our nervous systems and cognitive function. Very important, right?
Mhm.
For brain health. So again, this is another one that if you're going to skip taking something, don't skip this one. It doesn't say this on here, does it? Nope, it doesn't, but it's really good for our joints too. It's another one of those things. It's an oil that all the oils that we take in our system are very good for our joints. They keep them lubricated. So just remember that when you're saying, I don't want to eat all that fat. Those fats are good. They're good for us. You just want to make sure they're healthy fats. Helps you feel fuller between meals. And again promotes a healthy metabolism and GI system because of its limonene content, which I'm sure is part of that's coming from that wild orange. And it helps us to have our gut to feel good too, with all that limonene when it's taken internally. That really, really helps our gastrointestinal system. So again, another one, those two, VMZ or the VMG and the E Omega Plus are ones that we want to be sure and get in. Okay.
Definitely.
Alpha CRS, that's the next one. And you tell me, Shalene, if I'm taking too long.
We're good. We're good.
Okay, this is the one I say can't remember stuff. This is the one that helps me remember stuff. This is the one that's good for cellular function, helps reduce oxidative stress to our DNA and critical cell structures. It helps me just to function well all day long. It supports cellular energy. It gets the mitochondria to release the ATP that we need, and ATP is what gives us energy. So that's what it says. It supplies helps us supply metabolic factors of energy production, and that's what ATP is. Helps our cellular immune function, supports mental clarity and brain function. Boy, do I need that. It has a proprietary antioxidant cellular longevity blend. What does that mean? Makes our cells live longer?
Yeah.
I think that's what that means, right? So, and those things come from resveratrol, which comes in from grape skins, red grape skins, pomegranate, grapeseed, curcumin from turmeric root, and milk thistle, which again, milk thistle is very good for our liver. It helps to clean our liver out. So it's not just working on your brain cells, it's working on all of your cells in your entire body. And it contains Boswellia serrata extract. Now, do we know what boswellic acid is? Anybody be able to tell me about Boswellia? Is that frankincense?
Something to do with frankincense.
Frankincense, exactly. And it supports healthy cell function. So it's got ginkgo biloba. Again, that's what helps with the mental clarity and function. It's got CoQ10 in it. Quercetin, which I have a hard time saying. A-lipoic acid and L-carnitine. Those are metabolic factors of cellular energy again, and they're very good for your heart. So again, this is another way to keep your heart functioning well. And again, it has a tummy tamer in it. So it helps when you're taking all these things, and you don't get an upset tummy when you're taking them. Okay, I'm going to go back to my, go back to my, there it is, my order, and I'm going to just see if there's anything you have a question about. You want to go over the PB Restore?
I think we've probably done a good basic outline of the LLV. What I love is that the LLV works for you, Lee, and that I just love listening to you because you know how to say the words and not only say the words, but you know what they mean. And so I get so lost and it's so fun to hear you talk. I feel like I've learned a little more since we've been in each other's world. And so I feel a little bit more on top of it. But what a joy that you use this every day because you know what's in it and because you know it works.
It absolutely does.
What a
And
blessing.
I'm happy to share it, and I'm happy to share that with anybody anytime. I may not be doing the business, but I'm open to questions.
Open and helping.
What works for me, and what maybe will work for you. I still get questions from Charlene all the time. So.
Well, she joined in last Tuesday. Oh, she was the one that came, and Jolene ended up talking to her for 45 minutes, helping her when she came, and I was sick. So I am curious if you've got a sleep routine with doTERRA that you
You
use.
have a sleep routine, and it starts with the Adaptive Calming Blend capsules. I take that. At night, I take 2 Copaiba soft gels. I take 2 Serenity soft gels at bedtime. And I also take my Deep Blue Polyphenol Complex, 2 of those at bedtime as well.
So your body is getting a lot, but for you, you have figured the magic concoction that helps you.
I need the anti-inflammatories from the Deep Blue Polyphenol and the Copaiba because I too have arthritis and I have the lower back sciatica stuff. So that keeps me, and that's what I've been doing with the E Omega is I've been taking one of those at bedtime. So again, as I said, those things lubricate our joints, and I think that probably helps. And then the Serenity, of course, helps, has all kinds of really good stuff in it that is so good for rest. Christine came in the other day and said, "Have you ever had passion flower tea?" And I said, "No, but it's in my Serenity sleep gel." So that's one of the things that's really, really good for helping us to sleep is passion flower, and of course lavender.
Yeah.
So it's down. I'm having a really tough time. I usually do breathe at night because I have COPD, so I like to have the breathe going. But if I'm having a really hard time, I'll put the Serenity oil into my diffuser and use that.
Yeah.
Too. So, and of course the Copaiba is kind of both. It helps the nervous system, it helps you relax, and it helps give you an anti-inflammatory response to any stress or pain you may be having.
And I like to call Copaiba doTERRA's CBD oil. And so you kind of have the blessing of something natural. And since they've now put it in pill form too, you can just, the soft gel, you can literally just take it and give your body that peaceful. So between Adaptive, Copaiba, and Serenity, you've really got a beautiful trio there that helps the body be calm.
Absolutely.
And the reason you said that the Copaiba is kind of like the CBD oil is that there's a doctor under Charlene that showed us once the chemical map. I'm not sure what it's called. It has the same properties as CBD oil. Copaiba has the same properties as CBD oil that helps with pain and such.
It's the I can't say it either.
Cannabinoids,
the cannabinoid system. And we have receptors in our brain. And this is one of the reasons that marijuana and CBD work is they go to those receptors and help us. They get the ingredients in, and of course, marijuana is natural too, but it just also has THC, which is going to make you high. which copaiba doesn't have, but they both go to those same receptors. Copaiba and marijuana or CBD oil go to those cannabinoid receptors in our brain. So you get the same effect. You can get the same effect. You just get it without having to worry about the THC.
Yeah.
So
I love that you know the right things to say. THC. I got to get that one to roll off my tongue. It doesn't have the THC.
right.
Okay. All right. You are amazing. All right. Well, anything else you want to share about a routine that works for you, Lee? You've done so well today.
The only thing I would push would be Terrazyme. Like you said, it is temporarily unavailable. It's another one I don't want to do without.
Yeah.
It really helps me with my digestion.
So it's a whole food enzyme that grabs the food we eat and helps our body use what we eat as well as eliminate better.
Right.
And I agree. I take 2 or 3 of those every day throughout the day, and I have a tiny stash. I've already had people come and get some from me because they can't make do without, and I'm like, I think it's coming back in May. I don't know when in May, but yeah, we're hoping that
Bella takes it too. Bella gets 2 of those every day as well.
Oh.
So you and I both take it.
See, what a blessing. And I would say that what Terrazyme does for me, I used to not eliminate very well. It keeps me very regular when it comes to elimination, but I even take one at night before I go to bed. I kind of feel like whatever's left in my system, I just want it to be used well and taken away. And so it's actually one of my nighttime ones that I take too. I take good care of myself, and if anybody I think takes better care, it's you, Lee. You're amazing. You are amazing.
Oh, it's my pleasure, Jillian.
Yeah.
I would say this about Terrazyme too, is our body makes lots of enzymes for different things, and at night in particular, we make a lot of enzymes.
Okay.
And taking Terrazyme just helps our body to not have to produce as many gastrointestinal digestive enzymes
Okay.
and able to focus on, and our bodies are smart like that. Our bodies know, I'm sure that Dr. John would tell us that our bodies know what they need to be producing, what we have a lack of,
Yeah.
what our immune system is for. It's how it manages to keep us healthy. And when you don't have a good immune system, then it's hard to stay healthy, and you get diseases that we really don't want to deal with. Since Terrazyme is taking care of those digestive enzymes, it lets our bodies make the rest of the enzymes that we really need. So that's my 2 cents worth on that.
You're amazing. Yeah. Well, we miss you, Lee. Thank you so
I
much.
miss you guys too.
Thank you so much for coming and sharing and teaching us and encouraging us to take good care of ourselves. So really
Please do. Please continue. I want you to be friends of mine for a long time.
Oh, you're so sweet. Jolene, do you have anything you'd like to add today? You're muted, my dear. You'll figure it out.
Yep.
There you
Different.
are.
Okay. Let's see.
We can hear you.
Yeah, it was. So just with the oil for this month is lavender. That's what you get free for your 125 loyalty rewards order. And so it's really cool that they're doing these oils because they're all foundational oils. Absolutely. And so I absolutely love the emotional side of the oils. And so lavender, I'm just going to increase your excitement about going and getting it right now and using it. But have you ever felt like you have blocked communication, a fear of rejection, constrained, tense? How about racing thoughts? emotional dishonesty. How many of us like to hide? I'm really good at that. Fear of self-disclosure, insecure, feeling unseen, unheard, or unloved. Does any of these sound like it's in your daily thought?
Whole bunch of them.
Feelings? Okay, that's why lavender is so awesome. And for this month, I think it's a perfect month for it because we're starting to come out of winter and starting to get back into things. And so a lot of us have a lot of anxiety about getting out there again. And so lavender is here for you this month. So lavender encourages some of its positive properties are open communication, calm, expressive, emotionally honest, self-aware, and having a peace of mind. So lavender encourages emotional honesty and assists that individuals speaks their innermost thoughts and desires. As they learn to communicate their deepest thoughts and feelings, they are liberated from their self-inflicted prison. How does that sound?
Nice.
Prison that we hold on to very tightly. It helps us liberate ourselves from that self-inflicted prison. You have control. It is through open and honest communication that individuals have the potential to experience unconditional love, acceptance, and peace of mind. So go get your lavender and slather it.
Yay. Oh my goodness. I need you to keep reminding me of all the emotional benefits because I know the physicals and we need to remember we can get help from them emotionally too.
Question.
Yeah.
Well, after what you were going to say, just so we know what.
I was just going to say that these 5 mils that are coming as the free product, you cannot purchase them. So you get them by ordering 125 PV by the 15th of the month, which is today, and you get those free 5 mils. And just get ready because there's going to be a frankincense 5 mil coming up soon.
Ooh.
I know.
I love the 5 mils.
I do too.
And I know your mom did, and I understand why, because
Yep.
it seems like the lemongrass, oh, this one's expired. Oh, that one's expired.
For
This
the-
one doesn't have a date on it.
For the lavender to help emotionally, does it need to be diffused or can it be on the skin? Can it be intaken? Because I prefer not to have I prefer to have the help without smelling like lavender while I'm out and about. If I take it in a capsule, which helps with all kinds of things like itching and will that help emotionally if I take it in a capsule?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Always.
Added benefit.
Yeah, and with added.
Yeah.
And because Lee mentioned the expiration dates, I want you to know that an expiration date does not mean your oils are bad. If
Right.
you kept them out of the sun, you can use them forever. It's just they have to put an expiration date on there.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. Keep using them. Love you all. Thank you all for being here. And Lee, you're amazing. We love you so much.
Love you guys. Miss you.
Yes, miss
Take
you
care.
too.
Bye.